Hello there, my dear friends. Do you believe in the law of assumption? Do you believe in your belief? Do you believe in your thoughts? Do you believe in yourself? This is the topic of this video. In my last video, the law of assumption and your reality bubble, I greeted you with a welcome melody. Today I don't do it, but I like to ask you, did you like it? Do you feel welcome, greeted with a welcome melody? I played the guitar. Or do you prefer these 1-2 minutes? Let's come right to the point. No melody at the beginning. We just want the message. Leave it in the comments. I don't want to be boring, but sometimes I think some distraction is always welcome. But these are only my thoughts. Okay, let's come back to the topic. Do you believe in the law of assumption? And this leads us to the question, do we believe in our beliefs? Do we believe in our thoughts? Do you think, yes, I can change my reality just by taking another decision of thinking? Because I still wonder, why aren't so many people using the power of their thoughts to come to a better version of themselves? The law of assumption says there is no linear time. Everything happens in the now. And for me, this makes total sense. I can turn off the recording right now and say, I don't make the video. Or I say, no, let's record. Let's think what thoughts come in my mind during this recording session, because I think the now is the magic place where we can have ideas. We call it inspirations. Did you ever realize you said, I make this, and while you are making this, you got new ideas, new options to make it a little different that you never made before. And this was the right way for exactly this project. And this chance, I call it, this window, just opened because you were so involved in this project that you became another awareness by making this project. And this new awareness brings you new ways of thinking, brings you new ideas, inspirations. I didn't script this video before. I don't have a teleprompter running to read. Speech model told me to tell you. No, it's completely spontaneous. And I trust this spontaneity. And this goes even so far. When we make it once, we will make it in a certain way. Imagine I would say, oh my God, I didn't push the record button. I have to make the whole video again. This will become a completely new video. First, I will be super angry. I had this in the past. I was talking to the camera 30 minutes. And after that, oh my God, I didn't push record. And then I had to make everything again. And I felt so empty because I had so much good ideas and they were gone forever. And when I make the next recording, I can't remember what I made before. This means when we make a video recording, or the same when we play a piece of music, it always is completely different. It is a complete new version that we create in the now. The now moment lets us unleash ideas, thoughts, like a stream from the great awareness. Sometimes when we make a recording of a video, we can even call it channeling. We open ourselves for a new topic, and then we see what comes in this moment now. The now is the creative space. And what we think in the now can change our lives. We take decisions in the now based on our awareness. When we like something, we prefer to do it. When we don't like something, we avoid it. We didn't make it before. We just imagine, I prefer this version. I avoid this version. And all this happens first in our awareness with the power of your thoughts, and then we execute them. Your thoughts are your weapons to the good or to the bad. When you find a beautiful woman in the supermarket and you don't say hello, probably you miss your marriage, you miss your future children, only because you were shy. You preferred not to talk to her. This will lead to a completely different life. And later you might find some reasons because you did it or you didn't do it. But it's already over. Probably you will never meet her again. And this all happened in the now. In the moment where you just wanted to buy 1 kilogram sugar. So believing in the law of assumption is just believing in your belief, in your thoughts, in this different version that you can assume. Can you assume it? Then normally we do it. If you can't assume it, then we don't do it. And there we already find ourselves in assumptions. And there are millions of assumptions, not just 2 or 3. There are thousands of possible outcomes. And the good thing is we still can change the outcome. You make something, you go in a certain direction, you change direction. And we correct it again. And we correct it again. And we always correct it in the now, where we take the decision. Our navigation system of our thoughts is so phenomenal. It all starts in our imagination. Okay, we can't prepare our future 100%, but when you get it to 70% or 75%, this is so much more than 0. And it is worth it. Perfectionism doesn't exist. Even when you get it 60%, it's worth it. And we still can correct. So the question isn't, do you believe in the law of assumption? Do you believe in the power of your now moment, in the variety of your options that you always can choose in the now? This brings new outcomes. And some call it law of attraction or auto-suggestion. Other people just call it planning. I plan something and then I do it. I imagine something and then I build it. Or I go in this direction. The way we call it is just a definition. But we should be aware that we have the power to change our life more than you think. We are not a slave of our surroundings, by other people, by culture, by politics. We have so much more options than we normally admit. Because mostly we are just looking for excuses. We don't have the guts to make what we want to do. We are afraid to go for our desires. And this is a pity. We are blocking ourselves just by saying no. And this is what I wanted to deliver as message of this video. Thank you so much for listening and for following my thoughts. You are interested in the law of assumption? There are a lot of videos in my archive now. And don't forget my question at the beginning. Do you love to be welcomed with a melody? Or better not? Write it below. Thank you so much.